Welcome to Subject Soup. Did you know Texas is on track to outshine other states as the ultimate powerhouse of America? From record-breaking economic growth to unparalleled cultural influence, here's why the Lone Star State is redefining success in the USA. This is why Texas is becoming America's most powerful state. All right, let's get into it. Texas, the Lone Star State that's making a serious play to become the most powerful state in the U.S. Sure, people know Texas for its cowboys, barbecue, and football, but the truth is, this state is about a whole lot more than just its stereotypes. Over the past few decades, Texas has been steadily rising in terms of economic, political, and cultural influence. Let's dive into what's driving this transformation. First off, Texas isn't just big in land size, it's also big in influence. With over 30 million people, it's the second largest state in both area and population. But size alone doesn't make you powerful. What Texas has that sets it apart is its ability to turn that size into leverage, both in economic terms and on the political stage. Texas's economy is an absolute powerhouse. Over the past decade, the state's GDP has grown by nearly 30%, making it one of the fastest growing in the country. This isn't just about the oil boom anymore. The state has diversified into a whole range of industries, all of which are contributing to its rapid economic growth. Once seen as a state driven by oil and agriculture, Texas has embraced tech in a big way. Austin, in particular, has become a major tech hub, drawing in startups, entrepreneurs, and major corporations like Oracle and Tesla. Silicon Valley, watch out, Silicon Prairie is giving you a run for your money. One of the key reasons Texas has been able to thrive economically is its business-friendly policies. There's no state income tax here, and the state offers various incentives to companies looking to relocate or expand. This has attracted giants like Apple, Facebook, and Amazon, all of which have set up massive operations in Texas. While oil is still a major factor in Texas's economy, the state has successfully diversified. Sectors like healthcare, finance, advanced manufacturing, and education have grown substantially. This economic diversity provides stability, which is critical for long-term growth. Texas has long been the energy capital of the U.S., and that's not changing anytime soon. The state leads the country in oil and natural gas production, but it's also leading in renewable energy. In fact, Texas is the largest producer of wind energy in the U.S., and it's rapidly expanding its solar energy capabilities, making it a true energy leader in both traditional and green sectors. When most people think of wind power, they might imagine coastal states or rural areas in the Midwest. But Texas? It's the #1 state for wind energy production in the U.S. The state's vast open spaces and favorable winds make it an ideal location for wind farms, and that's paying off in a big way. Let's not forget about solar. Texas is quickly becoming a leader in solar energy production, too. With its abundant sunshine, it's only natural that the state would capitalize on this renewable resource. Expect to see even more solar farms sprouting up across the state in the coming years. The geographical location of Texas is another key factor in its rise to power. Sitting right at the crossroads of the U.S. and Mexico, Texas has easy access to both Latin American markets and the rest of the U.S. This makes it a vital trade hub and one of the country's most strategically located states. Texas's position on the Gulf Coast makes it an integral part of U.S. international trade. The Port of Houston is one of the busiest in the world, handling millions of tons of cargo annually. This makes Texas a key player in global commerce, especially in industries like oil, gas, and shipping. Texas is growing and fast. In fact, it was the fastest growing state in the country in terms of population between 2010 and 2020. This population boom isn't just in major cities like Houston and Dallas. Smaller cities are growing rapidly too, making Texas's economy even more robust. A major contributor to Texas's population growth is the mass migration from states like California. People are fleeing high taxes, high housing costs, and strict regulations in search of a more affordable, business-friendly environment. Texas is the perfect destination, offering lower taxes and a lower cost of living. While housing prices in major cities across the U.S. are skyrocketing, Texas offers relatively affordable options, particularly in cities like Houston, San Antonio, and Dallas. With no state income tax and lower property taxes, Texans can afford more space for their money, making it an attractive place for new residents. Texas doesn't just dominate economically, it's also a political powerhouse. With 38 electoral votes, it's a critical swing state in presidential elections. Whoever wins Texas typically wins the election, making it a pivotal player in shaping the political landscape of the entire nation. Texas's political leadership often sets the tone for national policy debates. Issues like energy, immigration, and education are all central to the state's political platform. As one of the largest and most influential states in the Union, Texas holds significant sway in national policymaking. One of the things that really sets Texas apart is its unique spirit. Texans are fiercely independent, proud of their state's history, and passionate about their way of life. This can-do attitude drives much of the state's economic and cultural success. Texas is home to some of the country's top universities, like the University of Texas and Texas A&M. These institutions are not just hubs for higher learning, they're also centers for research and innovation. The state's commitment to education fuels its growing industries and provides a steady supply of talent. While major corporations get a lot of attention, Texas also has a thriving small business scene. The state's entrepreneurial spirit is alive and well, with Texans launching new businesses every day. The state's low taxes and minimal regulation make it an ideal place to start a business and grow it into something big. Texas isn't just a business and political hub, it's also a cultural one. From music festivals in Austin to world-class sports teams like the Dallas Cowboys, Houston Rockets, and San Antonio Spurs, Texas knows how to entertain. This cultural scene draws tourists and residents alike, adding to the state's economy and influence. Texas is also a leader in the space industry. The Johnson Space Center in Houston has been NASA's home for decades, and the state is home to major private players like SpaceX. As the future of space exploration takes off, Texas is right in the mix, helping to shape the next frontier of human achievement. No state is without its challenges, and Texas is no exception. Extreme weather events, like hurricanes and winter storms, have tested the state's infrastructure. But time and time again, Texas has shown its resilience, quickly recovering and rebuilding stronger than before. Speaking of resilience, Texas is also focusing on how to address climate change. While the state has historically relied heavily on fossil fuels, it's increasingly turning to renewable energy as a way to diversify its energy portfolio. This shift not only makes sense for the environment, but also strengthens Texas's position in the global energy market. Innovation is in Texas's DNA. Whether it's in the fields of tech, energy, or medicine, the state is always looking for ways to push the envelope. From startups to big tech, Texans are constantly thinking outside the box and creating new solutions to old problems. Texas is not just a U.S. leader, it's a global one. With its booming economy, strategic location, and increasing international trade, Texas is becoming a key player on the world stage. The state's ability to connect with global markets only adds to its growing influence. Texas's state government also plays a huge role in its rise to power. The Texas legislature is known for being business-friendly and efficient, cutting through red tape to create an environment where businesses can thrive. Texas has always had a rich cultural history, and that's becoming more evident in the arts. From the country music scene to the world-class museums in Houston and Dallas, the state's arts scene is thriving, attracting talent and tourists alike. Whether it's tech, healthcare, or energy, Texas is a magnet for talent. People from across the country and the world are moving to Texas to be part of its growing industries. This influx of skilled workers continues to fuel the state's economy. When disaster strikes, Texas knows how to bounce back. From hurricanes to economic downturns, the state's ability to recover quickly is one of the things that makes it so powerful. Texans don't quit, they rebuild, and they rebuild bigger and better. As we look to the future, Texas is only going to grow in power. With its diversified economy, energy leadership, political influence, and cultural appeal, it's clear that Texas isn't just a state to watch, it's a state that's shaping the future of the entire country. In the end, it's clear, Texas is becoming America's most powerful state. It's not just about size or resources, it's about vision, innovation, and resilience. Buckle up, because the Lone Star State is just getting started. If you've been enjoying the content and finding it helpful or interesting, I'd love to have you join our community by subscribing to the channel. It's completely free and helps the channel grow so I can keep bringing you even more awesome content. No pressure, but your support means the world to me. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you.